event is coming soon. I greet you in the love and the light of the infinite Creator.
My fellow subscribers, YouTube has started to shut down channels that don't agree with their views and blaming their decision on their guidelines. This is the highest form of censorship controlled by the cabal to keep us from knowing the truth. There has been several channels terminated by their so-called violation of their guidelines, including our sister channel, Event is Coming Soon, and 3 other sister channels of ours. We feel it's a matter of time before they create a violation of their guidelines to shut this channel down. We have created a channel on Daily Motion, which is an alternative to YouTube. Please go to dailymotion.com and subscribe and view our videos as well. Tell your friends also that we have our new channel, The Event is Coming Soon, on dailymotion.com. Let's unite and keep this very important channel alive. Victory of the Light.
Cosmic Update, Quantum Evolution by Marag. When we talk of upgrades, DNA activation, quantum spirituality, many can feel confused, curious or cynical. There is truth being revealed in our 3D reality. Harsh truths of predatory control, manipulation and oppression. Our planet, Gaia, has enough resources to feed, clothe and protect us from the elements. We have been told this is not the case, programmed to accept war over resources, competition for survival. This foundation of deception creates a have and have-nots status quo. Gaia is a victim in this deceitful war for resources, for energy, for our hearts, bodies and souls. She has sustained wounds, aching sores, landfills, pollution, war and destruction. It is Gaia who has had enough. Sleeping people could sleep for another 1,000 years unaware they have the power to change the world. Awake children and adults, indigos, are here to demonstrate a new way of living in tandem with Gaia. Way showers, warriors of light and of Gaia stand against the tide of helplessness, hopelessness, fear and depravity. Here to illuminate the darkness and light pathways to manifestation. None of this is as hard as it sounds. For some their wake-up call is so profound, so fifth-dimensional that they can't go back to the limited, locked-down perspective of the Matrix. For others the way to enlightenment, to expanded consciousness is slower. Fear can stop us in our tracks. Paralyzed perspectives can prevent organic growth. We are the only ones who can change how we see the world. Battles rage in the skies and in the seas for Gaia's sovereignty. We go inward to find our truth, our power and our self-love. Actions are how we change our thought grooves. What we do, say and think can be overhauled with a spiritual perspective. We have been karmically locked down and lost for thousands of years. Celestial events herald the arrival of the age of Aquarius. Transmutation from dark to light, transformation and transcendence. As organic beings we are coded with innate abilities, DNA. This coding, the sequences which activate telekinesis, energetic communication, expansive consciousness are being triggered. Photon blasts of high-frequency light waves flood Gaia. Gateways to higher vibratory fields have been opened for some time. Our chakra clearing and alignment has been triggered. We are able to come online as energetic beings. Consciously we make choices as to how we will respond to the changes we and planet Earth are experiencing. We can choose to grow beyond the third dimension or stay where we are. We can choose to ignore our soul, our spiritual well-being, staying immersed in and focused on the third dimension. We may be programmed from birth to conform, compete and comply. We may be conditioned to materialism, to fake lives driven by fake desires. We may be victims of intensive mind control algorithms from religion, culture, economics and politics. This is the 21st century, times have changed. There is no normal anymore. How we respond to upgrades, our cosmic get-out-of-jail-free card, is our choice. Unlike the Matrix, the fifth dimension is accessible only when we focus our intention towards love. There is no room for superiority, hierarchy or status. We can step into those higher frequencies by changing our mindset, by releasing blocks, karmic, synthetic or man-made. As sovereign beings we can choose to stay in fear frequency, sheeple in the matrix doing as we are told. Cutting off our soul or boxing it into tight little algorithms of control. Our bodies remain foreign to us, owned and sanctioned by the matrix. Our minds remain closed, walled in by oppression, ignorance, arrogance and fear. We take back control through love. Loving ourselves, others, Gaia unconditionally. Setting boundaries of self-respect, changing our behavior to authenticity. Not conforming. Not being frightened. Not hating or being vengeful. The language we use sets our frequency. If it is negative we will vibrate in negative wavelengths, creating and manifesting more negativity. This is the fuel that feeds the matrix. Revolution is self-care. Illumination is self-respect. Evolution is self-love. We may not be batteries as Morpheus claimed, but we aren't free humans, and nor is our planet a free being. This is what is changing. If there is an awareness on the periphery of your vision that something has changed, shifted, opened, this is what it is. Truth is cracking apart the matrix. Built on foundations of deceit, greed, power and fear, the system thrives on pitting us against one another. It grooms us into little mini-agents spying and judging one another, tittle-tattling to our superiors for a crumb of acceptance. We turn on each other, we do the dirty work for the elite. We watch each other, police our neighbors, our families, our comrades and colleagues. We enable the system. We can own the matrix. We can all be Neo. All we have to do is take care of ourselves as whole mind body soul beings. Love and respect our bodies, drawing clear lines against toxins, pollution, poisons and self-loathing. We can ignite our souls with meditation. We can become whole beings connected to nature and the multiverse. We can expand our minds by walking away from mainstream media in all its guises and seeking information and truths through our own research, not relying on what others tell us. This freedom, this liberation is our right and our choice. Way showers light the path, we choose whether to listen and expand or remain where we are. There is no judgment, only choice. We choose who we are, what we are, where we are and how we live. We can blame our governments for incompetence or abuses, we can feel justified in our anger at corporate control and manipulation of our lives. We can reject religious rhetoric, rules and restrictions that reveal a sinister agenda in organized world religions. We can choose not to spend time trying to please people who see themselves as superior, standing in judgment of others. Or we can choose to reject sections of global society, adhere to the matrix narrative of bigotry, polarity, prejudice and separation. We can choose to remain frightened, seeing risk everywhere. We can choose to bury our heads in the sand with matrix distractions and toxins. We choose who we are and what we do. Enough exposure has occurred, enough disclosure of intergalactic communities visiting us and affecting our planet. The excuses we had, mind control algorithms, fear conditioning and sheeple programming won't cut it for much longer. The matrix still holds us in its grasp, but nowhere near to the extent it did. The fifth dimension is here. Gaia has reached a plateau of higher wavelengths. Humanity now makes her individual choices. The onus is not on warriors of Gaia to convince or persuade people of inner light and cosmic potential. Wayshow warriors live the life of the adventurous, the curious, warriors who do not fear the matrix though they respect its power to destroy lives. Warriors of Gaia fight for truth, freedom, equality and evolution. The world has already changed. Whether we jump on our cosmic surfboard and join the recalibration game of quantum life or remain as we are is our choice. It is not up to others to wrap us up in quantum quilts, easing us into fifth dimension light. Each individual makes their choice and their choice is inward. It is the nuts and bolts of our energy. Do we run positive or negative? Are we bitter, cynical, judgmental, angry or hate-filled? Do we exist paralyzed by fear? Do we aspire to control and oppress others to make us feel better about ourselves? Do we gossip and judge others for their beliefs, actions, words and choices? Or do we live and let live? Concentrate on our own development, go inward to get to know who we are, not the matrix avatars we were given. Do we choose solitude for meditation, expansion of consciousness and growth? Do we choose self-respect and self-love to detox our bodies from matrix muck, cleaning out our systems? Do we choose to notice synchronicity, communication from other dimensions and from loved ones passed on? The key word through all of this is choice. It is no one else's responsibility but our own. Who we are, who we aspire to be, is an algorithm we can set. The answers are not on TV, they are not in sanctioned religious narrative or politicians' deceit. The answers are inside us. To feel part of something bigger, greater, more vast and beautiful than we can ever imagine, we go inside. We quieten our ego with love and reassurance. We activate our soul with gratitude, mindfulness and releasing fear. We go inside to meet our soul, to get to know who we are from past lives, quantum worlds and inner equilibrium. We expand our minds by unplugging from the matrix. By seeking stillness within. There is no red pill to be handed by the great Morpheus with a pat on the back. There is no scripture that will give us a blueprint on how to live in the fifth dimension. No ascended being can magically transport us to higher dimensions. We do it. We make it happen. We let go of fear. We surrender to the Zen zone. The game of quantum evolution is our planetary energetic space. How we play, what moves we make are up to us now. There has been enough disclosure to warrant truth in the matrix. Do we have excuses anymore? To ignore depravity, destruction, disease and poverty? To allow prejudice, hate and fear to control our lives? Who are we? Are we warriors or zombies? Are we freedom fighters or complicit? Do we continue to expect others to fix us, enlighten us, change us, or do we begin the journey inwards to enlightenment and empowerment under our own steam? This is our choice. Zombie Nation or Zen Zone Love Vibration? We decide. We hold the reins. We hold the power. Go inside, find our groove. March to the beat of our own drum. Be fearless. Be loving. Be grateful and humble. Be graceful in all we do. Our angels, our guides, our higher self are all cheering from the sidelines. Enlightened love beautiful people. Mantras. I am a sovereign being of light and love. I choose freedom, I choose love, I choose life. I am grateful for all the beauty, love and light in this world. I activate flow in my chakra system under the protection of my higher self. Namaste.
If you like our channel, please subscribe and click the bell to be notified of our new videos. Feel free to share on your social media. Thanks for watching. See you next time.